everyone! Hi Candy Apple. Hi Songale. Sorry if you hear a lot of noise in the background. It's because it's raining outside. How is everyone today? I love listening to rain. Nice. Doing alright. Sad that Sunday is almost over and that means work tomorrow. Yeah. Nobody likes going to work. I don't want to go back to school tomorrow. Cause shucks that I still have to go to school while my brother, who's in the mainland, his school finishes early, so he comes back soon. But by the time he comes back, I'm still in school. Hi, Candy Apple! Yeah. Alright, let's just get into it. I'm feeling I had a random burst of creativity. Working on math, I procrastinate a lot. Well, make sure you get that done before it's due. Hopefully I'm not like talking too loud. So I was very much inspired when the news about Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss came about. So I was like, you know what? Let me dabble in a painting, kind of, or a digital painting. And so I'm still keep working out the details. And yeah, this is Yu's final form. And there's Charlie and Lucy just staring on like, what is happening? This would be a movie poster and a show. It'd be really cool if it did. Love Yu's form. Thank you. This is their ultimate form, final form. When they finally become an adult. You're welcome, thank you. Yeah, let's just finalize everything and just get into it. Okay. But yeah, have you guys seen the exciting news about Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss? I should probably turn this off. Hi everyone, sorry I missed the last couple of streams. I was helping my little brother move into his college dorm. And I was also decompressing. Oh, okay. Hi Wolfheart, it's good to see you again. Wait, there's good news. Wait, there's good news for the shows that Viv makes? Yeah. I mean, I guess depending how you want to view it. So apparently, Spindlehorse, her company, yeah, Hell of a Boss is going to Prime. Yeah. And then there's also, what was I saying? Yeah, so basically it's like the Amazing Digital Circus situation where the company or Spindlehorse still has creative freedoms over what they do with the characters and the story. All Prime is doing is just streaming it on their platform. But but Hell of a Boss will still be able to be viewed on YouTube just a month after it's been on Prime. At least that's what I've been told. I see Small Charlie and Small Duck Lord. They're just standing in awe of what you has become. We will get the crossover episode for Hasbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Yeah, so now I can officially see how that's going to happen now, since they won't get into any like legal trouble if they do that. And you can have your opinion on like Vivian as a person or what have you, but I still have to applaud like how far she's come and like how much she's accomplishing for someone who's indie. Though I hope since it's going to Prime, it will be restricted for mature audiences. I would hope so too. I mean, I'm pretty sure Prime will have a much better control algorithm than YouTube does, but we have to wait and see when it comes to that. Oop. That's not what I wanted. Hello, Shinobu. So I can't wait to see what happens, or what Vivian Majano plans to do with it now that she has this freedom to do like crossovers. But now that she did confirm, or has been known for a while, that Hasbin Hotel has been given the green light for a third and fourth season, I believe she said. So I hope she does pace the show better now, because now that she has that knowledge of, okay, you have 4 seasons to get this story done. Hopefully you can like slow down a bit. She hasn't been indie in years. Spindle Horse had been collaborating with other companies to make Hasbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss episode for years. I hope now the story's spaced out. For indie. I mean, I guess. But I guess my definition of indie is it's where you still have creative liberties to do what you want with a show, with no big company telling you what you can and can't do. So I guess that counts for like Hasbin Hotel maybe, or for like Hell of a Boss. I for the most part still think it could qualify as a indie. She said that her vision for Hasbin Hotel is total 6 seasons. So it still will be a little rushed. If that's the case, then hopefully she will weed out like what she definitely wants to keep in her story and what must be let go. Because from the many things I've learned from screenwriting in school is that sometimes you're gonna have to kill your darlings. That means there's just, for the sake of story and also time restraint, you're going to have to cut things out. But we have to wait and see, because Vivian Majano, as much as people love to like dogpile on her storytelling, and I kind of do have a few gripes with her storytelling too, but for the most part she does have very interesting ideas. She does come up with a lot of interesting concepts. Hi, Adam. What's she gonna do with like the whole Lilith mystery? I guess that's the main thing that's drawing me into the story now, the Lilith mystery. Like, what was her and Adam's deal? Why is she chilling up in the Cloud Bahamas? I agree with this. I don't get all the hate she gets. Oh, hi, Esker. Today's film gossip. Rebecca Sugar has announced Steven Universe will be returning. Interesting, I guess. I mean, Steven Universe Future seems to wrap everything up. I don't know what more you could go with this, unless like a whole new alien, villain comes about. But other than that, I don't see how much more story you can possibly have. Oh, unless you're focusing on like, individuals, then maybe. Cloud Bahamas, I love it. Thank you. But yeah, I really hope that I don't know, Viv has this tendency of showing like, hey, this is what my story's going to be about, but then doesn't really do anything about the thing she said she was going to write about. That's just like the one thing I noticed, like her writing style. Like, let's say Hell of a Boss. The premise and what we were promised was like, we get imp assassins who go up to Earth to kill people on behalf of sinners. We only get like 2 to 3 episodes of that before they completely shift over to basically the Blitz and Stoller show. We might be able to see Steven in therapy. Maybe we can do that. I've dreamed on hoping to see a new Owl House. Maybe one day, but I do know the creator of the Owl House is working with Glitch to make a whole new show, so that's exciting. She has a whole book of unused lore and plot points that Carson Network didn't let her use, so she has plenty of stuff ideas. Oh, okay. Soap opera. Okay, maybe it's not what it looks like. Maybe she did abandon her kid. Hey, maybe it's not what she looks like. Maybe she did abandon her kid. Or maybe the deal was not to support Charlie and abandon Charlie off limits of extermination. Has anyone seen the Gaslight District? I have. I can see why everybody likes it. It's not 100% my cup of tea, but I did find enjoyment watching it. I'll probably like hop in every once in a while to see like what's up with the story, but I don't think I'll be like waiting religiously at the door hoping for the next episode. I still hope it gets the recognition it deserves and actually does become successful, like Amazing Digital Circus and Murder Drones. Hi, Midnight! And as for Adam, like, yeah, I don't know, that's the whole mystery. Like, what is Lilith's deal? What is going on? Is she a bad mother, or was she playing 4D chess secretly? Who knows what is going on? Yeah, I like the Gaslight District. My one favorite character is 100% Melancholy. Yeah, I can see why you'd like her. She's very quirky and fun. I'm just trying to shoes always black. Or is it, I'm just gonna make her shoes red just because. There's a new episode of Psycho Cuties in English. I'm aware of Psycho Cuties, and I think I've seen the first episode. It's very cutely animated, it's very well done. Not really my cup of tea. And also, the fandom in general kind of just puts me on edge a bit. But for what the project is, very well animated, the voice acting is great, the subject matter, for the most part, from what I can see, is for the most part taken seriously. Apparently, the live-action Lilo and Stitch will be 25% longer than the original animated film. Huh. Well, hopefully they do it to make. I hope they use that 25% to make an interesting story. Fireworks in the background? Oh no, that's thunder. I myself am very quirky. Nice. If I were to pick a favorite character from Gaslight District, I think my favorite character has to be Ken. I like Ken a lot. Disney making an interesting story these days. We can only wish on a star, can we? That's all we can really do, can't we? I really gotta stop saying that. Oh wow, yeah, it's really thundering outside. Has anyone seen the new Roblox game called Threadville? I have. I love Threadville. My boy Oliver. I hope he's not dead, because I love Oliver. And I'm following the art director. Don't kill off my boy. But yeah, I have seen the Roblox game. I've watched like a few people play through it, and I'm like, no, don't kill off my boy Oliver. Cascaret, is that a lad's love and deep space profile? Epic Universe in Orlando for How to Train Dragon is already looking awesome, especially the actors and the dragons to see all, even for Toothless and Stormfly. Oh yeah, I've seen like the animatronics for like the nightlights. They're super cute. I just realized they're using Clip Studio to... I just realized that you're using Clip Studio to animate. I only have the 2.0 version, so that means I can only animate stuff for like 1 second. That's all I can do. So I use Adobe Animate to animate. But yeah, Midnight. I'm aware of Threadville. I loved it a lot. I am excited for the next episode, or the next act, if they want to call it that. I'm immediately going to the Dark Universe. What? The Dark Universe when I go to Universal. I don't have much film gossip around this time. The last piece I have is that Disney has a lot of infighting regarding what to do with Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Yeah, since they're probably not going to get Johnny Depp to act in it, and everybody watches Pirates of the Caribbean for Johnny Depp. All I can say is that companies really should be like slow to like just kicking off their stars on allegations. Like, definitely don't start production right away if an allegation comes up, but like wait till the definitive, like, are they guilty or not guilty, comes up first. It's Hollywood. They don't care. They don't care until it bites them until they shoot themselves in the foot. When they realize, ah, darn it, maybe we shouldn't have jumped to conclusions. Now we can't make Pirates of the Caribbean 6 without Johnny Depp. Shucks, we fired him on false allegations. The movie had already greenlit in the middle of production when the allegations came out. Oh yeah, they shoot themselves in the foot real hard then. I'm surprised on Disney for making zombies. I'm surprised on Disney for making Zombies: The Dawn of the Vampires, which is my favorite, along the Werewolf they did coming out in June. They're making werewolf and vampire movies? I wasn't aware of this. Does anyone remember Ever After High? Oh yeah, I remember that show. I watched a bit of it. The trailer is already released. Huh. I guess I'll check that out like when I have time. Like when I'm done streaming, I'll go check it out. Every Transformer superior to Descendants. I've only watched Descendants 1, so I can't really say about the rest of the movies, but Ever After High definitely had an interesting take on the fairy tale and their next generation fairy tale thing. Very interesting. As far as I know regarding Pirates of the Caribbean 6, they are fighting over whether to cancel it or do a story about Jack Sparrow's daughter trying to find him. I think they should just cut their losses. They should have learned from Snow White. If they know it's probably not going to rake in the money, don't finish the film. Just call it quits. Ever After High was more in tune with what the actual Grimm stories, Brothers Grimm stories, which is why we got Disney Descendants, so we could get the villains we know and love by name. And the one thing I do remember around Ever After High was the big ongoing argument of who was right, which was between Raven Queen and Apple White. From what I can remember, they didn't really do Apple White all that much good when they were trying to present her side of things. Although I could see some points of why she was the way she was. But really it kind of just stemmed from self-importance and, oh, I want this, I want that, I will want this destiny despite having to literally step on Raven in order to get it. Johnny Depp did say he would return to Pirates of the Caribbean if Disney apologized for wronging him. All they have to do is apologize, but they refused to apologize because, screw that apparently. Yeah, Apple White was just a spoiled princess who was who was trying towards the end. Apple could have had an amazing character development. We were robbed. Or they made the situation actually more nuanced. Like with the whole thing of your story can go poof, poof, poof. What if there was legitimacy to that claim? Then, yeah, Applewhite not only would she be like, yeah, it's a little selfish, but she is also right to be afraid because stuff like this could happen. Disney apologizing is like throwing holy water on a demon. Pretty much. I've read the first book of Advertised, so I never really got into it. Okay. I only watched season 1, and I only like watched like a few episodes here and there if that caught my interest. What was I doing? Oh yeah. KC99. I'm watching Colors Within. Nice. I have no idea what that is. What is that? What's the movie or show about? I watched a few episodes mainly to see Raven Queen being a true queen and Caesar Wood. Oh yeah. Raven is a diva. In her own way, yeah. Oh yeah. And I don't know, I think out of like the main cast, when they started bringing in more like fairy tale references, they kind of just felt slapped on, and they didn't really like have any bearing on the story. It was just kind of like, hey, check it out, daughter of the Pied Piper, daughter of the Little Mermaid, and like that's the last we ever see of them. And also like daughter of the 12 Dancing Princesses. I'm gonna do a thing. See you later. Bye, Husker. Thanks for hanging out with us. Doctor Who recently did something crazy. The villain of the week was a cartoon character that entered the real world to Fray Roger Rabbit style. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I didn't see the episode, but I know what you're talking about. Mr. Ringading, yeah? As much as I like the story, I just wish they didn't I wish they just did not give him that pig nose. His whole character design is nice. I just don't like the nose they gave him. He needed a nose job for real. His pig nose is funny. I like it. At least you like it. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I just did not like that pig nose at all. It's just like I just wanted to like grab an eraser and just erase the nose. I just saw that. It was hilarious. Yeah, the pig nose is weird, but who's to say he wasn't actually just a blue pig person? Yeah. And the ending for me was like a little hilarious. Like, I am everything and nothing, as he like dissolves into the universe. So I'm like, is he dead or can he come back whenever he wants? And we just made him super powerful. He got his freedom. Yeah, I guess so. He's everywhere and nowhere all all at once. Bro is light. I guess so, yeah. And yeah, like that shot, it was a good shot, like when he was like, I am everywhere and nothing. Again, I don't like the nose. He looks fine without the nose. I was too distracted by his nose the whole time. I'm like, I don't like it. I haven't watched Doctor Who in a while. It's dead to me and everyone else. Viewership is on the whole time low. It's like they're playing Limbo with the ratings. How low can you go? I don't know. I never grew up watching Doctor Who, so I have no nostalgia glasses on me for that. Maybe they should give him no-nos like Bendy and Molly. Yeah. But again, some people like his design as it is, so I guess there's not much I can say about it. But yeah, I think he would have done nicer without the nose. I'm gonna meet Rose Taylor, Billy Piper this summer. Oh, nice. No idea who that is. In the defense of his design, he's supposed to be a traditional rubber hose character. The traditional rubber hose characters have ridiculous designs. Yeah, I guess. That's just my own, like, personal little nitpick, though. But, like, I'm pretty sure most people don't really mind his nose. That's just, sadly, a me thing. In Doctor Who is the companion in the 9th and 10th Doctor in Doctor Who. She's playing by Bill Piper. Oh, nice! Well, I have Mars Smith coming to a convention near me next year. You guys are lucky. You get all the... I think the only cool, actor I could have thought of that came one time to Hawaii for a convention was, like, Erica, who voices Venti from Genshin Impact. Would a change in skin color alter your opinion on the nose? Or is it just the nose on the face? I think it's just the nose on the face. I don't know, I think he would look better without the nose. But, I don't know, that's just me. Cool, yeah. Sadly, I didn't go to that convention because it's expensive to go. So do Melody Piper from Ever After High when I was a kid. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about. She's cool, I guess. I think it's just funny how she plays the diss track, not the diss tracks. She's basically a DJ. think it's always funny, like, when you have, like, a fairy tale and you have the Pied Piper who plays the flute and his daughter's just hitting the DJ disc tracks. But yeah, I don't think there's any new, like, Ever After High stuff. But I do remember seeing, like, an indie project that's animated, basically done all independently by one person. And they're making, like, God School or something. It's basically like the Greek gods, but in school on Olympus. In the Ever After High style. Okay, so I took a screenshot of Mr. Ring-a-Ding and painted his nose. He looks like a bug now. Yeah, maybe that's why I didn't like it. It was like weird seeing a pig nose on a bug-like character. Want to see it? It's kind of cursed. Yeah, let me see it. I'll curse myself. Fun fact, the Pied Piper is actually something I can't spell, Republic fable that the Brothers Grimm toned down. Oh, really? So what happened in the original, if you know what it is? Okay, it's on Discord. Alright guys, let's see what Mr. Ring-a-Ding would look like without his nose. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can show it. Come on. Can you not? There it is. Huh. I don't know. This is like... Maybe it was just the shape of the nose I didn't like. Cause yeah, he doesn't necessarily look better without it. Let me see if I can like fix it. I don't know. Let me just save image. And let me just save it to like throw it into Clip Studio. They may emphasize him being a bug. It could have worked. Let me see if I can do something about it. Here we go. Let me just open up. Open. Let's just say the piper was not paid, so he took the kids away, and he took the rat. The same way he took the rats. Yeah, I'm aware. Wasn't the piper that he didn't get paid when he got rid of the rats, so he whisked the kids off to who knows where. Oh. Oh wait, didn't he like drown the rats? So did he like drown the children? The story starts off with the town being selfish people, with the only exception of being a beautiful young lady that all the men lust after, but she rejects all of their advances. Okay. Let's just... There you go. You know, we could make that black too. I'm typing the original story, but it's long one, so be patient. Okay. Okay, so the nostrils was the bad part. Yeah, I didn't care for the nostrils, but if like his nose looked like this, I don't think I would have mind. Yeah. Or we can just leave it red too, like, there you go. There you go. That's like the one thing I would improve on for Mr. Ring-a-Ding there. Yeah, way much better. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but we got the Ring-a-Ding we got. It looks better that way. Now he just looks like he has a hole in the middle of his face with the black nose. Yeah, that's why I made it red. I do like the red one more than the black one. And I think my folks are back. But yeah, for those of you who have watched the Gaslight District, what did you like about the Gaslight District? And yeah, Midnight, when you asked about Threadville, I saw Threadville. I watched some people play it. I really liked it. I can't wait to see what they do with the story. The art. Just another insane family, but still have sweet moments. The village has a massive rat problem while the elders discuss what to do. A mysterious man with a flute made of snake bones entered the town. He offers the deal with the rats and they say yes. Okay. Plays out similarly how I remember. And yeah, so I guess I'm just constantly writing for like what you even is. I'm not 100% going to be following the lore set that the Helliverse has set, which is kind of vaguely based off of the Bible, or at least the ideas of it. I'm just making my own thing at this point. An Eldritch God? Kind of? I guess how I'm writing the gods in the Helliverse, for at least for my AU, is that they work like kind of like the Eternals god, the Eternal Celestials. So, spoilers for those who haven't watched Marvel's Eternals. So you have these big beings that are basically like gods, and they domain over a universe of some kind. And these guys are born from a planet where there has intelligent life form on it. But the downside is, once that celestial is born, it will like destroy the planet it was born in, and thus destroying the sentient life that was there. For this one, they take form of dust, and over time, if they have the strength to come into form themselves, they will. And depending where they land up, they'll usually take on the aspects of whatever domain of another god they're under. He plays the flute, which fools all of the rats in a hypnotic trance, where they follow the orders and they jump into a lake. While waiting for the elders to pay him, he and the kind woman fall in love. Oh. So because you was fortunate enough to be raised and be in the presence of heaven, which had all the good morals and good examples, if a little flawed, ends up becoming a god that's similar to its heaven. So a god of good of sorts. So if, I don't know, say in a different universe, if you were to end up in like hell first, and that's where it lived for most of its days, it would take on a lot of qualities from its environment. Oh, hi, cat. You're not gonna fall off the table this time, are you? Huh? When he arrives for his payment, they give him an empty bag and laugh in his face. He angrily storms out, and the girl convinces him to not do anything rash, and he goes back to the elders and demand pay. Okay. Juicy. If I was in the Piper's shoes, I wouldn't listen to her either and demand pay. I wouldn't have listened. Well, we have to wait and see what he does first. Because I never heard of a love interest in the story before, so this is new to me. he is gone, a group of men break into the girl's house. Oh, yikes. And send her to the afterlife. When he returns to the house, after he was kicked out, something within him snaps. Sounds about right. What a twist! I think I need to work on some parts of this needs to be darker. Here needs to be darker. Oops. Right here. Here. And oh, there can be light. This needs to be darker over here. Hi, Lunar. What's poppin'? We're listening to the... Well, I'm drawing something for Hazmat Hotel. Wolfheart is telling us the original story for the Pied Piper and how truly dark it was. And we're just talking about random stuff. Yeah, it's a town square in the middle of the night. Plays the flute. All of the town people enter. They have not a chance and walk into the town square. Okay. I think I need to redo this whole sleeve part over here. I need to redo this whole sleeve over here. I don't know what I'm doing. Peak. High midnight. He turns all the townspeople into rats and make them jump into the lake, and then he returns to the desert. The only survivor was a fisherman who was out of earshot during some night's fishing. The end. Wow, that was darker than I remembered. Yep. I can see why they toned it down, why the Grimms toned it down a bit. Let's see if I can round. I mean, going from turning people into rats to leading children away. Oh, they're still pretty dark. Oh, still pretty dark. Also, a woman losing her life and her dignity is another thing too. I never heard of that. Never heard that part of the story. Well, I guess good thing the Grimm's fairy tale version took that out, because I remember going to a play about this story when I was like in kindergarten. Good thing they took that part out. Oof, that would be trauma. Imagine being like a little kid's like, okay kids, we're gonna go to a play and watch. That's about the Pied Piper. Yay! And they get to that part, I'm like, oh. I guess the Grimm's fairy tale, we're willing to take some things out to make them somewhat lighter. Because when we think the Grimm's fairy tale, we think like the hardcore, dark metal of it. Like, I still remember when learning the fact, like, in the original Snow White, I think it was Snow White. Yeah, it was Snow White, I believe, where they made the evil queen dance in red hot metal shoes until she dies. It's like this: the OG Stories Grimm Bros version, then Disney Field-fied. Yeah, you can kind of distinguish like where her arms and her arms stop and her dress starts. Just gonna get rid of Nice hanging with you. Sorry I can't hang out for long. It's okay, Wolfheart. Make sure to go get your rest. And thanks for all the film gossip. What's happening? What do you guys think so far on like the painting? Can you like tell where her arms start and like finish? It's peak, thank you. Now I feel like where did these buildings end? Alright. Where are the outlets of these buildings? So, like, we're coming roughly around here, I guess. Oh yeah, what was I gonna say? Clown it started answering questions, like started a Q&A thing not too long ago on Tumblr, and now he's like answering questions, and there are a lot of funny ones. Like apparently the black flower he made was like, it's almost like 2 feet long, 2 feet big. It's 25 inches big. And of course there's that random picture I showed on Discord, like with one of the questions. Someone asked him, like, did Eddie win against a fight against a flower? And I was like, when did that happen? Was Eddie fighting a flower and I just wasn't aware of it? Wow, lol. I was like, when was Eddie fighting a flower? I don't remember that happening. So I keep forgetting to tell y'all that I'm gonna have a sibling soon. Oh, congratulations. Are you an only child, or do you like have multiple siblings? Hopefully, I hope you and your sibling will be good friends, at least. The fight between Eddie and the flowers, aka Julie, happened in the radio recording. Oh! Oh yeah, and the Julie cake, like in the magazines where they were showing like cake versions of Julie and the siblings, they're not real cake, they were fake. And I'm like, oh, it would have been super neat if like Clown actually took the time and effort to bake a cake to make it look like that, but nah, it wasn't. Cake designs were perfect. The fact they weren't actually cake is possibly the best, so they can use them for other pieces. I guess so. But it's like, man, I'm still impressed that he made that in owl, but I'd be like over the moon if that was a legitimately real cake, because then he can enjoy it afterwards by eating it. I don't know, I guess that's my thought process. Like, hey, once you make it and you got a picture of it, you can eat it later and it'll be good. I'm telling you, if my art pieces were legitimately edible, I think I would just make them to eat them later. They are based on lamb cakes, which is something people make on Easter. Okay. Here's the thing, I'm really going to be the only one who knows the gender, so I have to plan everything? You're planning a gender reveal party and not your, like, folks, the person who's having the children? guess. Weird. Interesting. Okay, I wish you the best of luck, although I thought that would be something that whoever's having the baby's job to do. Alright, I guess. That's weird. Sorry they're doing that to you. No, it's good. At least I'll have some help. Well, as long as you're not doing the whole thing by yourself and you have, like, help, I still think it's a little interesting that, you know, like, the parents are not doing the gender reveal, planning the whole thing. But yeah, I wish you the best of luck, Lunar, when it comes to this planning thing. Let's close that. Oh. Party coffin uploaded more stuff. Oh, cute artwork. Look, guys, check it out. If each of the neighbors chose to wear anything specific style like stock, something I can't read, what would each of them choose, or what's their favorite? Hello, we thought about this question, and Wendy said, I think with what they made, like a smidgen. Then, I made Julie would definitely fit in the Y2K scene. Frank maybe trad god. Frank, he's secretly a goth. I want to say, I think that maybe every fashion-forward Poppy would be a gothic Lolita. I think she'd like the style of the clothing. Sally be Y3K, putting off holographic really well. Frank should be in the labyrinth, yes. That is the cutest darn thing. Yeah, and they're like answering a whole bunch of other questions too. I decided to take a quick look and see what's up. Lupathia is a gothic Lolita. I love that for her. Sadly, I don't know what Y2K or Y3K means. I have to look that up later because that seems interesting. So from the 1990s to 2000s. Oh, okay. Y2K is right at the turn of the new millennium? Okay. So from 1990 to 2000. Oh, okay. I gotta go bye. Bye, Litter. Thanks for hanging out with us. 99 to be more specific. Oh, okay. Sparkles. You have never heard of the Y2K scare? No, I have not. Because I was born in 2001. So I guess that, yeah, you said it was like 1990 or 99 to 2000. I was born 2001. So I think I might have been too young to hear about that stuff for a time. Unless Y2K came in later, like 2000s. Hi, Angel Courtney. That was when people feared how computer would blow up and all data would be leaked, and then the year turned from 1999 to 2000. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have done glitter. Shrink down some. Johnny. So sparkly. She's, or they, since they're kind of ambiguous now. They are supposed to look like the night sky. And instead of a black hole, it's a white hole. You saw the new game theory about Welcome Home? Yeah! And I found it a little funny, like, how people are paying attention to, like, the lavender and the lavender wedding thing. And I'm like, sure, maybe that's a thing. But I'm like, why does, Frank have a bunch of flowers in his house that have a meaning of revenge? That's my question. So shiny, so, candy apple, come on. Revenge on people keeping humanity apart? Maybe. But, like, imagine, like, if you're, like, in the time when Welcome Home was popular and you're a kid who has a freakish amount of flower knowledge, and they're like, huh, Frank has a bunch of flowers in his house that say revenge, why? I don't know, but maybe. Yeah, a lot of the flowers that you use to, like, unlock the secret videos are not necessarily of the good kind. There's stuff like afraid, revenge, stuff of that nature. Also, I think it was the lavender marriage stuff. I don't think it would be affecting Julie as much, but she would feel that Frank was trapped with her. Yeah, if you were to add that on top of everything else, like, yeah, she would not be having a fun time at the moment. theory is interesting. At least it helped me. It told me a lot of like the secret flowers that help to find the hidden messages, and so that's why I know one of them is about revenge, because he told me, because I wouldn't be smart enough to figure that out. Loving the design, thank you. And I think this would be the image I'd use for like the ending of the story. Like after, I wouldn't say Rue is defeated, because she, according to Vizi Pop, is the embodiment of evil. So there is no real getting rid of it for good, other than like sealing it away. I guess after defeating Rue / sealing her away better, I guess, is how I would word it. She decides it's her time to leave because she has awakened her full. She has fully grown, and now it is her time to go and create her own universe. She must go and form her own universe. Poor Lucy, his eldest, is all grown up and he misses him so much. I stepped away. What I miss? My design for Yu's final form is slowly coming to fruition. And essentially, like, this is Yu when they finally become a full-fledged celestial being. And now she must leave to go and create her own earth and her own heaven and all that. At least that's the story for this AU, because I'm just not following the rules of the Helliverse because I don't want to. So in this fictional world, gods can form and be born, and they can be influenced by where they grow up and which domain of which god they live under. So thankfully this Yu was born and lived majority of its life in heaven, and thus was under the influence of good, of being about good. So she too will be a being about good too, as she goes out to create her own universe as well. And sadly, she will have to leave this world to fulfill her destiny of creating her own. I like to say, if the theory is correct, then Home would be afraid of my OC Webby because Webby is immune to it. Ooh. And my OC Godfather knows something isn't right and knows how to destroy the evil corrupting home of the land. Nice. My mouse character is selfish and just would rather save herself. So long as she's safe, I would rather see her life than any other residents in home. Heroic to the end. Oh yeah, speaking, since I know you like Howdy, you're like the president of the Howdy fan club. Where was it? It was down here, I think. He's like a happy little image that Clown posted when answering this. Hello, my question is, what is Howdy's problem? Why did he sell Sally wood chips and sawdust and then tell her it was cereal? Did he scam her? And then he didn't even charge her? He's scamming people for the love of the game? Well, I'm a member of Howdy Love Fan Club. He's like, this question was so funny. I love how it's worded so much. What's wrong with Howdy is that he's simply a business bug of a puppet masses. This is the face of the only guy I'll ever need. And then there's Howdy's face. You can't put a price on a good laugh. Expect, yes, you can. He's figuring it out. I'll leave this here for you guys while I go refill my water. So I was thinking about why Howdy didn't charge Sally or Poppy when they got stuff from him. When we heard those recordings, they were on the bugs. What if when they aren't being recorded for the show, Howdy doesn't fully charge the neighbors? Then again, Sally probably pays Howdy by letting him advertise in her plays, and Poppy pays with home-cooked meals for him. Maybe. I can definitely see that being a possibility. Alice's thoughts on Julie cursing? When I first heard her, I was surprised, like, oh, I didn't know you guys swore like that. But it was understandable. She was, like, stressing and, like, losing her cool. And realizing, oh, shoot, my mask is slipping. I gotta put that back on. Also, I think Howdy is lonely. And when he gets his breaking point, it will play on his loneliness? Maybe. Texas, my main OC is a kitsune, so a being of magic. She is immune and keeps my other local OCs safe in their home. Awesome. What does her house look like? When Julie swore, that's what got me thinking that maybe Julie is taking more traits from her handler and the voice actress, and probably heard her VA swear. My Nine Tails in my OC's home is a two-story restaurant covered with flowering vines. Awesome. Oh, so she runs a restaurant in the neighborhood?
Dove Men's Micro Moisture technology leaves your skin feeling nourished.
Scream! No, it's scare. Scream!
Scream or scare, we're gonna give you nightmares.
Is that royalty-free music? Is it a way to avoid copyright claims? Yeah, I just look for ambiance music, and most of the time they don't really flag it. And when I do play music that's not necessarily copyright, that is copyrighted, most of the time it's only like partially blocked, so that means only some places won't see it.
We love creeping underneath the playtime factory. The more cheery, happy songs we love the misery.
Scary at night, keep it going in the day. Gonna ruin what you love, gonna make you run away.
Bad but worse, making dog that wanna curse for the scary little critters, for the smiles and the.
Into the night is where we go. We're gonna show you what we.
We're taking over, here to stay. We're gonna scare you every day.
Is that better?
So we get loud, we get stupid, we don't care.
So we're gonna turn up the beat. Don't stop till you feel the heat. Bring it back our energy. We're the critters that make you scream.
Nightmare critters make a scene. So we get loud, we get stupid.
Still a little loud.
So we're gonna turn up the beat. Don't stop till you feel the heat. Bring it back our energy. With the critters that make you scream. Scream!
We'll haunt you every single day. Do whatever, whenever we say. You can try to run or you can stay. In your nightmares, there's no other way.
Cool.
Hi, Raby, that was great.
Ew, what the fuck?
Oh, next song. Purple and green and yellow. Toxic colors, nice.
Palaces of
Sorry, I'm
silver
working
and
on my own
gold
animation
cannot
too,
be
and
designed
this song
overnight.
just ruined my vibes. Oh,
It's
sorry.
like the saying I've often been told, no matter the cost, do things right. You have
Are
to
you
be
able to
careful,
say
you
what
have to be
what's going on in your
diligent,
animations?
planning and measuring
Or is it
every
like secret until it's
detail.
finished?
Creating is drawing, erasing and drawing again. And I've never been in it for fame or attention. I only work hard so the structures won't fail. But seeing it finish is worth every mora I spend. Within every building made with pride, the architect lives on inside, shining paint a marble heart. That's what makes a work of art. We build and we play, sculpting dreams out of clay.
It's a
With the
die.
hope that
Knowing the flower
towers don't fall,
is not a
that we
normal
won't
flower.
have to see the
I mean, it's got the
writing
spiral
on the wall.
in it, so it's definitely not a normal flower.
The more you work, the higher the stakes, and the bigger the sorrows to drown. 'Cause one mistake is all that it takes for the walls to come crumbling down. You have to ignore them, the echoing voices that cackle and curse as you toil away. Cover your ears and focus on boxes and lines. And the shadowy figures, they're nothing but shadows, like ink on a page. They have nothing to say. Maybe, just maybe, they're trying to give me a sign.
It's for my secret alternate identity. Plus, I don't like to self-promote on certain stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I hope your project goes well, and I can't wait to see it when it's finished.
That's what makes a work of art. We scream and we pray, sculpting dreams out of clay. As we try not to look at the scroll, the message of doom, the writing on the wall.
Screen doesn't look over it. Glow? Nope. Color damage? This overlay is the best way to go about it. It's darker. Nope, you can't see it. Not too well.
Every day we play this game of chance, whirling through a desperate dance, sketching visions in our heads, just to see them ripped to shreds. This road that we share doesn't lead anywhere, but there's nothing an artist can do. When you swing your brush, you have to follow through. Within every building made with pride, the architect is trapped inside, bleeding pain, a shattered heart. That's what makes a work of art. I'll fight for control, but the right way takes a toll. And still at the end of it all, I can't escape my fate. The writings on the wall.
Ice cream hair. Maybe. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to add color to this. Should I just stick to like reds and greens, I guess, and maybe some lighter blues to make it less like an ice cream color going on? Building me with pride, the architect. Oops. Next song. I guess I'll just go back to ambiance. I called it that because of the swirl. Because I like it like this.
Hello?
Webby would but just say to let her know it isn't her fault, but Webby wouldn't say anything about the flower not being normal till she figures it out. If Pip somehow witnesses like Julie swearing and like threatening to kill a flower, because low-key Julie was threatening to kill the flower. Pip would just be like, okay, not a good time, and just walk away and pretend she did not hear or see anything. And also, like, in that state, like, I don't know how Julie would react if, like, she notices, like, oh shoot, I just been caught yelling and swearing at a flower. What Julie would react to. So, for, like, Julie's sake, she'll just pretend she didn't see anything and never bring it up. Okay, I see what's going on. Maybe I should... What's happening? No. Like that guy from Hogan's Heroes, I know nothing. I know nothing. I see nothing. Mm-hmm. Bellflower would distract Julie, get her away, then throw in that flower herself for not for blooming, but for whatever darkness is seeping into the land. Bless you. Thank you. Oops. Webby could be concerned about Julie. Julie knew Webby knows because Webby has more sensitive hearing. Okay, so let's see. Now we need dark. Oops. Ever seen Hogan's Heroes? I have not. I don't think I have, at least. Where did I put the hair layer on? Oops. Don't tell me I lost it. Oh, wait. Where's this? Here it is. Sir Wooga. Hello, long time no see. Hi. Hi, Wooga. Let's do glitter this time and see how well that turns out. Wait. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. There we go. Oops. You can't really tell what the color is, darn. Maybe if I go darker. Just call me Sorel usually. It's easier for you, yeah, you can. Okay. How are you doing, Sorel? Or Sorel? Though I think Julie would welcome Webby's company. For why little detail I gave to dear puppets is they have ability to not write a list. I can type it out. What two deer special abilities are. Okay. Read the comment above. Ever seen Hojin's Hero? No, I have not. Hojin and his crew job is to sneak out of the POW camps, find Ally operatives in the area before the Germans do, and smuggle them out. Oh, okay. I'm doing alright. How about you? I can't stay for long, unfortunately, but I hope you're doing alright. I'm doing good. I'm working on an art piece that randomly struck me. So, if you were around to see my welcome home... Oh, YouTube hit your previous comment. Oh no. But yeah, my OCU for Hazmat Hotel, she's finally evolved into her final form. And she's beautiful. I saw the welcome home video. Oh yeah, you did? What'd you think? It was very short and stupid. It was nice art so far, thank you. Black-tailed deer, the ability to make aura around them, or if someone touches their fur, they feel anxiety and unsettled. Webby deer half is a white-tailed deer. Okay. If Wagner's crew needed information, they would always talk to this one German soldier and would always say, "I know nothing." And then they would get the info out anyway. Okay. Guys, I just got my 2 welcome home OCs done. You want to see them? Yeah, I'd like to see them. Love the colors you're adding to the hair. Thank you. I didn't just want to make it entirely white, although I am regretting adding this blue. I don't know, I just don't like this blue specifically over here. I don't know why. I'm gonna get rid of that. guess I'll just add it over here. Maybe put the blue lower. Yeah, put the blue lower, just make it a lighter blue. Finished my math. Nice! Congratulations, Candy Apple. Because, I don't know, my main inspiration for why you looks like this, for specifically for a final form, is because it's very much heavily based off of Hoseki no Kuni. And in Hoseki no Kuni, there's this character who gets transformed into a human in a world where humans went extinct. But this one had no hair, so I had to go looking for inspiration on how to do said hair. And I just kind of took inspiration from, like, send your pictures on Tumblr. Okay. So I tried to make her hair kind of look like this. Now we gotta go to Tumblr to see what Midnight sent. So, it's not it, this one. Okay, so here's character 1. She looks beautiful. I love the images that if someone is freaking out, that would push them into her neck fluff. That's cute. That's very cute. And then there's the second one. And here's character number 2. Oh, she looks so sweet. I like her little apron. They're super cute. I'm just gonna see what's going on here. Someone randomly spamming. Does home know what cows are? Maybe one day. The first one is my main and the other is her waitress, and thanks. Oh, nice. Is Welcome Home something you have to follow along from the beginning update to get the complete story, or can you join in at any time and still get the secret lore? Because I noticed the pages do change in each update, so I just wanted to check. Thanks for asking. No, actually, as it is an ever-changing piece of artwork. It will continue to open up to you the longer you spend time with it, rather than needing to hop in at certain points. As an audience, we are wrapped up the website's items, but those are more along the lines of fun games to play with the art or decorations, rather than necessary to the core story. I think, too, we get wrapped up in the breaking open home's walls to find what is inside as quickly as possible. But there's no need to hustle so much. It is not as important as the work itself, and I do not refer to whatever is inside the website walls. If you explore for yourself, everything you'll need will be there to keep up to date now. We are presently working on integrating older items, however. That way you can absolutely see everything from the oldest website's interioration, so it feels like you didn't miss out. And for our most recent puzzles is Wally's poem and the board game. Not too difficult, I hope. Sadly, clown, I am an absolute smooth brain, so it was. But that's a me problem. For the time being, there are a lot of folks who braved their way in and threw about it for a spell. Game theory, night mind came to mind recently, but there are others as well who have been kind enough to visit. There is Infinity Force, Ali Dreamer, and Cyan Wormy, to name a few. There's more others, but I haven't been online in a while. Take care to support them all in their endeavors too, including the works they covered. I hope you can visit home soon too, and just kind of sit in Wally's lounge chair and laugh. Yeah, that's very nicely worded. And plus, you can always refer back to Nightmind, because Nightmind usually covers everything with each update, so it's usually good to him to refer back to previous stuff. I wonder who this Huck person is. I don't know who Huck is. Ali Dreamer is wonderful. How do you feel now about Welcome Home? Like, wow, I've made it so far. Do you think you would make it this far? Welcome Home. I think it's still rekindling that relationship I have with it. From the start, it was a very personal project. I never anticipated its rise. I always say that I bet. As it transformed and being shared, it's been difficult to move with it. But I feel like I am again. Julie's update was a comforting return, even with all the bumps and problems throughout. I look forward to the next one too. I am thinking brighter. I am hopeful to try again. As for making it this far, oh gosh no. I thought I would be gone 10 years ago. I didn't know how much longer I can keep going, but I keep going anyways. You get up every day, drink something hot, and you go another day. Sorry, I'm too somber. And then there's Huck. I never thought I'd make it this far. It definitely says it's one of those things where you don't think anything about it could happen. Maybe it would pass your mind once or twice, but I don't know. Whatever you do happen to think about, you think, oh, that won't happen. Then it happens. I don't know. It makes you reevaluate everything I say. Not in a bad way. It just feels like there's no way to predict what happens. I mean, yeah, if he's been working on this for 10 years, I don't know, I guess I wasn't here for the old iterations, that's why, so I wouldn't know. But if he's been working on this for 10 years, yeah, seems like it would be kind of hard to do, especially if this was just a personal project at one point in time. I do hope he has fun with making whatever it is he's making. Like, it's not just, I gotta update the thing to keep my audience, but I hope he genuinely is having fun making this too. That's all I can really hope for Clown. Like, I hope he's having fun doing what he's doing, at least. Oh. What's that? Clown, what's your favorite part of the Welcome Home plushies, and who is more soft? He's updating for himself first. He's updating for himself first, then for us fans. Oh, we're overdue for talking about our merchandise. Let's do it. They're all cuddly. This is silly to say, but when we designed them alongside Huck, we definitely wanted to make a little guy you'd want to carry around or hang out with rather than an art doll. Though they must be that too, I think. But let's pursue through them together. Wally is very lovely to hold. Personally, I think he's perfect. Small and round, very amicable, and his hair is a different texture from his felt skin. It's a little fuzzy. Also, in terms of all four of these plushies, their clothes are almost entirely removable. The way you can dress them in other occasions. And of course, a heart where it needs to be. I did not know Wally had a little heart thing over there. And again, I never bought their stuff, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, these are cute. Frank is nice to hold too. I keep him in the crook of my arm and he sits very pleasantly. I would also like to look at these very lovely paw stumps all the plushies have. I think webby spider half crackpot spider species is different traits of species spiders. Okay. And then we're back to here, okay. Wally's makeshift plush doesn't have a heart on him, only on his shoes. Oh, okay. Maybe I could blue. Can I change some stuff? Okay, whatever, I guess. Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna do some finishing touches later. Mostly on like how to figure out how to get the giant pentagram in the sky over here. But let's get back to Welcome Home for a bit. So I have gotten to work on one of the pages. I finally inked in like Pip's home. Yay, trauma puppets. Yes, because we all love the trauma puppets. I think I might litter more rocks and crystals around here because she is, in a way, superstitious when it comes to crystals. So I'd imagine she'd have like more clear quartz surrounding her house to like keep all the black goo away, in hopes at least. And then there's this one. So I finally drew in Julie. She's super happy. Pip is like, what is happening? This is me in the morning when I'm awakened by that awful alarm. The awful iPhone alarm. Thank goodness for Julie's happiness. Cute. Wally Webby, where are you? Webby pops out from trapdoor in the ground and picks up Wally and hug. Oh, there you are. That's cute. I think I gotta fix what's going on over here. Okay. And of course, I can't wait to draw more happy Julie because Julie really needs it. honestly, I can't wait for like whatever Clown makes next. Oh yeah, and there's also someone who asked like if they could make a game version of like For Welcome Home, but they were being very polite and asking about boundaries. And Clown's like, wait till the story is finished, then maybe you can go make that. a tray Webby shares with me is we like rocks and collecting rocks. Ooh, nice. I like collecting shiny rocks because I like shiny, sparkly things. I'm very simple-minded. I think down here is... That's a nice mindset. I'm not really much of a superstitious type when it comes to like crystals. Like, certain crystals do certain things, or your month means this because of this specific crystal. I'm not really much into that. I just like shiny rocks because they be shiny. Shiny for shiny's sake. I am like the embodiment of, and I get distracted by shiny things. Speaking of shinies, I ran into a full odd shiny Mr. Mime in Pokemon X. Awesome. I have terrible luck when it comes to shiny Pokemon. I almost never run into them. Wally Star, can I please? Oh, hi, Prime. When did you sneak in here? Star, can I please get an apple juice? Star has apple juice. Okay. Star hands him apple juice. Midnight walks over and places a whole apple pie in front of him while he... No thanks, Midnight. Yeah, because I think Clown said, like, if you were to give, Wally an apple pie, he wouldn't understand it because he can't physically see the apples. And he'd be like, there's no apples. A minute ago. Hi, Prime. Okay, so I need to fix that then. How have you been, Prime? I feel like my main OC made the apple pie to look like an apple so he would eat it. I'm just trying to imagine an apple-shaped pie, and I'm like, would this be enough to convince Wally that it is an apple to eat it? I wonder if Wally has a condition that you cannot perceive your own self, only for him it's with apples. Maybe. I guess apples is just like a thing he prefers, because he does eat like hot dogs with Barnaby, and like, I guess sometimes Sundays when he's conscious, because I remember the secret videos he was looking at like a float or something. And I guess on a normal day he would eat it, I guess. I wonder if he's like a picky eater. Been good, been playing Cookie Run Kingdom, and even got to the BC stories. Nice. you got to the BC story, I uploaded a small little short. Sadly, it's so hard doing shorts on YouTube because if I don't make them a certain aspect ratio, it won't consider it a short. So I can't upload it PC wise, but if I try to upload it through my phone, it crops the images so bad you can't see what's happening. Alright guys, give me some foods that we should put in this bubble. Mango? Okay, let's draw some mangoes. Blueberry muffins. Mangoes. Let's see. Mangoes and blueberry muffins to a potluck, huh? Pancakes with whipped cream. Yeah, who's to say people from home wouldn't bring these things to a potluck? My main OC would make dishes based on the neighbors, what the neighbors want. So the apple pie is shaped of an apple, so I'll eat base dish. Okay. Chicken wings covered with BBQ sauce. The cartoony big meat with a bone stick in the middle. Boysenberry pie. I don't know how to spell it. Well, it's Pip's imagination. How does she know what they be bringing? True. Why would she know what these guys would be bringing? And somebody said blueberry muffin, so I'm going to put that over here. Strawberries. And someone said boysenberry pie, so that's what I'm going to put in this bubble, I guess. Boysenberry pie with strawberry toppings. Oh, speaking of beast cookies, I got Mystic Flower and Burning Spice on the first and second play of Cookie Run Kingdom, and I still can't believe I got these two, though I would get them till later. Oh, congrats! I'm just waiting for Eternal Sugar to come out, and waiting for her banner to roll around so I can have all the beast cookies. What does boysenberry pie look like? Give me a second. Is it? Boysenberry pie? Oh, I guess boysenberry just looks like any other pies, just with cross. And it'll be topped with strawberries. Boysenberry pie is an inside joke to me. Huh? Why is it an inside joke? Hatch. One giant single broccoli. I would eat that pie right now. I would eat that pie right now. Oh, thank you. And it's topped with strawberries. That strawberry looks like a pepper. I saw that canned apple. You said pickles. And what else did someone say? I saw boysenberry, chicken wings, or the cartoonishly large meat and a salad. Meat and a salad. Bowl of salad with all its beautiful leafy greens. And just this large, cartoonishly large meat. Oop, wrong pen. I just basically made ham. When I was like 4 or 5, I always wanted, I was visiting my aunt out of state. At one point, they asked what type of pie I would like. I said boysenberry. I just had dinner, now I'm hungry again. This is basically you right now, Songale, like, I just had dinner, but I could eat more food. Yeah, Julie low-key woke her up, was like, hey, food. Food? Yes, but you must bring your own food. Vanilla pudding. Sorry, I already put down items already. You can stop giving me a list of food because I already did it. We got mangoes and blueberry muffins, boysenberry pie with strawberries on top, and salad and ham. Wendy's. Ah, jeez, you. Everyone is looking at this 5-year-old and is wondering, where did he learn that flavor? They were not expecting me to say that, and it has been a running joke ever since in the family. Oh, okay. What, is like boysenberry like something different? I thought boysenberry was just like a type of fruit that they make into a pie, like cherry pie, blueberry pie, all the berries. One bite will leave you wanting more. Okay. Oop, what's going on? Why is that happening? Weird. Yes, just quoting my goat candy apple. Okay. Something that Webby has is called pedipalps, and to do them being flexible, she uses them as a belt. Okay? Well, I gotta go. Bye, guys. Bye, Midnight. Thanks for joining us. I just had Chicken Express for dinner. It was delicious as always. Nice. says, do you know Enna Dreams BBQ? Kind of. I've seen some people play the game, although I was aware of Enna like before it became a video game. Are basically extra legs. Some spiders species have. Oh, okay. I think these will just be black outline, these silhouettes. Well, no one was expecting me to know that word, but I learned them from Jimmy Neutron, where Hug was eating pie, boysenberry pie, the most delicious of pie, so 5-year-old me was very curious. Did you eat the boysenberry pie? Let me say that Enna X Coral is best ship. Okay. Is Coral that lady with the coral growing out of her eye socket? I wanted a way to explain how Webby made her webs. Okay. Yeah, Coral Glasses, that's her full name. Oh, okay. Yeah, not only have I seen people like play the game, which I'm happy the game is finally out now. But of course everybody is shouting the meme, where the heck is the boss? No, to this day, I still never had boysenberry pie. Also, if I'm spelling it wrong, let me know. I think you got it close enough. Even I don't know how to spell boysenberry, so I think you're close. I think it's spelled poison. And I have no idea how Clown is answering these things so fast. No, guys, look. Why is Howdy so mean to his brother? He's a loser, look at him. Howdy, no. Mama Haya is getting to the bottom of this. And the bottom line is, Howdy thinks his brother's a loser. Oh no. Poor guy. If it means Howdy's bottom is gonna be warmed by her hands, so be it. Aw, poor Howdy. Poor guy. Oh, someone's Digital Circus character. Poor guy. Hugs for Ladder. Yeah, poor Ladder. Just poor guy. Pip will definitely probably like use that against him. He's like, Pip is petty, so she'd be like, you know what? I don't like how he talked about us fellow artists, even though I don't 100% know this person. He'd be like, okay. He's like, why don't you just buy the product instead of just waiting till I toss him out? Why would I buy him from a loser? I think I mentioned what Levy's job is before, right? I don't think you have. No, I don't believe so. Who wouldn't like that Howdy does that to Ladder, and to spite him, spend more time with Ladder. Pegasus, how's the Cookie Run Kingdom stuff going? It's going good. Slowing down because, one, I still have school to worry about, and it's a lot of work. But I think once summer rolls around, I do want to get Everyday Little Death finished, because that has been sitting in my computer for who knows how long. As for the game, still haven't gotten Fire Cookie yet. I still want him. I don't really care much for Agar Cookie though. Howdy probably got sick and tired of all the poetry. I probably would too if that's all I hear of my childhood to adulthood. Maybe. Webby maintains the clock tower in the middle of home. Oh, okay. Belle would also hang out with Frank, Julie, and Eddie. More especially Eddie. And like, come on, Howdy. Ladder is literally in your commercial trying to promote your products, and you shoot him away. Whoever would give her base minimum jokes to Howdy to pay for things. Nice. I'm still trying to get Shadow Milk Cookie. I wish you the best of luck. Same. And I also want Shadow Milk Cookie. He might help me against Stardust Cookie that I'm having trouble fighting. Yeah, you want to get your best. Either you want to stack up on healers, so either bring 2 healers, or you might want to bring 2 of your best shields. That's how I got past, at least. But yeah, in terms of ladder, I think Pip wouldn't really mind him too much. His type of artistry is not necessarily her thing, but she would like half listen or give off the impression of listening. So he'll ramble on for hours, but she'll just her eyes would be glazing over as she pretends to listen. Two healers or two shields? God, I'll try that. Yeah. Cause you're gonna get stuck on Stardust, one other one, and smoked cheese cookie. Those guys are hard. Oop, wrong one. Blackfire Revolution initially, she loves poems, but would maybe play her ukulele for poems. Current mood suffering from hiccups. Either drink lots of water or try watch a scary film and see if you can scare the hiccups out. Or try holding your breath. Sometimes I do that for hiccups. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Make yourself give a good cough. Crystals. I'm trying to think, what else? Man. Man, I just noticed I draw teapots a lot in her house. It'd just be funny if she just has multiple teapots scattered throughout the house because she thought she lost one, but once she buys another one, she finds her old one. Dormouse? Maybe. Man, if Sally ever makes an Alice in Wonderland play, she's definitely going to make Pip be the Dormouse. And just makes her wear a giant teapot costume. Oh yes, she breaks them a lot. Yeah, she either breaks them a lot or loses them a lot. One of the two. Lol, yes. And Pip will just be like not happy about it. She's like, I don't want to be a dorm. So I was like, you're going to be the dormouse. And she's like, I don't want to be the dormouse. Well, you're a mouse. What is that going to do with anything? The dormouse is a mouse that lives in a teapot. So, I don't live in a teapot. Pip is just being a little shit. And just being difficult. I love that. She doesn't hate Sally or anything. She just does what she does. She just cuz she's a mischief. She's a little shit. And that's where the food bribery comes in. She's like, you know, the Dormouse loves having tea parties, so you can imagine all the snacks that will be there. All those snacks will be yours if you put on the darn teapot costume. Lol, Pip. She's like, fine. As long as I get those snacks afterwards. Food motivation. Yep, she's food motivated. That's how you get her to do stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to love Pip even more. She's just a little shit sometimes. Pip is perfect. Pip is basically me. Nice. Alright, so we got this one down. Next page. And this is why this face should be her default face. Imagine if Sally did a sanitized down version of Odyssey. Sally have Webby as a role as either Odysseus or Penelope. Well, she kind of reminds me of that one audio on TikTok from Madagascar series, or King Julian series. Please make it so. And I can only wonder like how her personality would translate over in like Threadville. Pip in the picture. She's like, yeah. Because in Threadville, there is this one character named Worm who is also a douchebag. In the game, he makes you go on a wild goose chase and makes you bring him all these things and promises he'll help you with something. So in the game, you're running away from someone and Worm is like, I'll help you how to get the key if you bring me some apples. And you bring him the apples. Cool, now we need some dirt. And the player's like, why do you need dirt? Don't question my genius, just bring me some dirt. And so they do. And then he's like, cool, you're my new best friend. Now get me a skateboard. And the player's like, no, you said you would help me if I get you all these things. Well, I lied, so get me the skateboard. Worm is an a-hole. And he's like this too, I'm assuming a lot of people. He's kind of an a-hole. I have to go bye. Bye, Adam! Oh, the character in the apple. I've seen videos and friends live stream of the game. Yep, he should be in a hole. He should live in an a-hole too. Bye, Adam. Yeah. So I'm just imagining like Pip being like, man, the back and forth sass these two would have. And we see almost everybody's opinion about them. The Vena girl, the one with the gothic Lolita look, finds him annoying. Oliver apparently is a bit of a pushover, so doesn't really say anything to Worm. Pip will be his backbone, his annoying backbone. Like, if Oliver can't just say no to something, she'll be the one to be like, yeah, no, not happening. Heckin' yes, yep. The player of Threadville is pretty on point of Webby's personality. Sass battle, Pip versus Wormy, fight. Which is funny because how they first meet, Oliver was giving her an apple. I guess he didn't check all too well on accident. So when she initially bit into the apple, she almost bit down on Wormy. So these two already don't have a good start. Already do not have a good impression of each other. And so every time Molly's like, "Would you want an apple?" She has like a mini war flashback into what happened in the other world. Hey, so wanna see the newest OC that I made in recent days? Yeah, if you want to show us, go ahead. There are two. And with that, Bellflower never offers Pip apples. That, or never offer her whole apples. If you have them, like, sliced up in, like, apple slices, she'll eat those. Just she won't ever bite into a whole apple, though. In fear of, like, she'll be eating a worm or something. What he gets for living in an apple instead of a tree or the ground. Yeah, and apparently like eating Oliver's radishes, because in the beginning when he's talking with his friend, he says he found him in the radishes, and she mentioned he eats your crops. He's a nuisance. So he's doing a lot of things that are not good. Baby's nice, caring, and kind, but don't push it. And one is a celestial space princess, the other is a woodland fae. Which one would you want to see? I want to see the celestial space princess. They should add a mole to be Wormy's other enemy. Maybe. Oh yeah, and I think they're bringing in another character for the next chapter, and he's an ostrich, and he's basically like Howdy Poppy put into one character. He's an ostrich, he's a bird, but he runs the market. He runs the mini mart in the town. Yeah. So, like, can't wait to see what they got in store for him. If they're bringing in new characters, I still hope Oliver's not dead. But yeah, back to Pip being a piece of shit. I learned about mystic creatures called a Servar. Interesting. An ostrich puppet, That'd be an interesting puppet to see. Yeah, the only other, like, ostrich puppet, or animatronic I've seen was in, like, this one movie that was kind of low-key inspired by, Five Nights at Freddy's. And I forget who the actor was, but the actor guy just takes down these animatronics one by one without a care in the world. Bobby is apparently part ostrich. Yeah, I can definitely see the inspiration. A centaur, but instead of a horse, it's a deer. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. So that's what they're called. Willy's World? Wasn't it with Nicolas Cage? Yeah, Nicolas Cage. There was one with an ostrich in it. And it was Willy's Wonderland. Yeah, it was that one. there was an ostrich animatronic there, and that was the only one I think I saw. When I first saw him, that's what I initially thought. Yeah, I want to make an OC that's a Civitar. Okay, cool. I one time wrote a story about a Civitar. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but nonetheless. I sent the Celestial Space Princess on this server. Okay. Give me a sec. After I finish drawing her body. Also, hi Smug Pip. Yeah, Smug Pip is best Pip. And I'm trying to think. Poppy wasn't in the Sweet Briar play, wasn't she? She was not. But if she... You know what? I think if Pip was an actual character, I think Sally at first went to Pip's like, hey, I need you to be the good fairy for this play. She's like, I don't want to be the good fairy. I want to be the bad fairy. He's like, no, Pip, Barnaby's the bad fairy. You have to be the good fairy. But I want to be the bad fairy. I like how the main character wasn't helpless while being in a spooky haunted place and actually fought back the monster instead of what the rest of the teen movies did. Yeah, it was certainly one of those fun power trip movies, I guess. I mean, not power trip, but actually fight and win kind of thing. Pip, why can't Wally be the bad fairy? No, Pip wanted to be the bad fairy. Buffer would have been asked to be the bad fairy. Belle noped right out of that role and just helped with the scene setup and costumes. And Sally's like, why are you being so difficult? Why don't you want to be the good fairy? Because I think Howdy would be is gonna be the best good fairy, and Howdy in the distance is like, what? Howdy should be the good fairy. And she only really said that because she just wanted to see Howdy play a very quote unquote girly role. And just have him in a fairy costume, and even though Howdy just fine. Loved Howdy as the good fairy. I think her eyes is a bit off. Yeah, she's not only she a little piece of poop, but she's a bit of a troll. The 70s version of a troll. Alright, so this is what... Nope, still can't find it on here. Discord? So this is Candy Apples, I think. It was Candy Apple, right? Yeah, Candy Apple. This is Candy Apple's Celestial Space Princess. She looks beautiful. I love her really long hair. She could use that to whip someone. Pip, be a sassy and be a troll. Yep, she's a sassy troll. And here's her other piece. This one's also really nice, really cute. The second picture's her human form. Oh, okay. I like her little shoe things over here. Doesn't look comfortable because I think I would accidentally poke myself with a star. But this is very beautiful. I love her dress. I like this form too. I just like the really long braid and the star hair decorations. This is very beautiful, Candy Apple. Well done. Wait a minute, did I give Pip big eyelashes again? I gotta, one save, but also open. Did I give her? No, I didn't give her big eyelashes. I guess I gotta fix that later. She has used her hair in the past to whack someone with it. Nice. And here's this one. I gotta figure out how a barn door looks. I'm just gonna just look at Poppy's barn. Yeah, okay. Welcome, Poppy's barn. Okay, so Poppy doesn't have double doors. She has one door, but it's sectioned off into 2 bits. So I guess I gotta change that. Guess what I'll do? I'll just do this. There's the top door. And Pip just opens the bottom door. I'm trying to decide if it should be a puppet or a muppet or not. I mean, if you're making her for Welcome Home, I think everyone has to be a puppet. But again, your character, so it's entirely up to you. Fayosi isn't ready to be shown yet. I'm still editing her. Okay. I think I need to shrink this a bit. There we go. She is small fella. She can fit under like 1 door. Her name is Flicker Bramblefoot. Oh, that's a cute name. And these guys are... Is this a border? Yes, there is a border around here. Oops. But she also goes by Flick or Flicker most of the time. Oh, cool. She was a Fae, you said. Okay. And as for Poppy, Pip is polite to Poppy because, I don't know, she just can't bring herself to be, like, rude to Miss Poppy. Poppy's just too kind. And I think Poppy would just kind of cry a bit. Pip has limits of who she will tease. So Poppy's safe. But she'll happily tease everyone else, though. Pip will be in good graces because she isn't picking on her. Why did I just hear a REM pop? I don't know. Let's see, who else did I not do? Eddie. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how Poppy would be around Eddie. I think she'll, for the most part, she's pretty chill about him. Like, she doesn't really have anything to say. He's just like, he's well-meaning. But I think if she's bored enough, she will, like, like, if she's bored enough, maybe she would, like, tease him a bit. And, like, tell him something that's, like, wild. Basically, like, just feed him, like, a myth of some kind and pretend it's true. Is your house haunted, Pegasus? No, not really. At least I don't think so. Maybe it's coming from your side. I still need to post my Cookie Run Kingdom OC Nova Galaxy cookie on my channel post. I kind of forgot to post and been busy. Well, I hope you post him one day because I'd like to see him. Dude, I am so proud of how these doors turned out. I'm like, why are they so good? Look at these doors! With crafts with crystals, yeah. Or maybe she finds geodes and she's like, hey, I need someone strong to crack these open for me. He's like, why are you trying to break rocks? And she's like, because there's baby chickens inside. The doors! Eddie just breaks with his bare hands. Yeah, like she just comes like she has a geode and it's like just not cracking open. She's like, darn it. And she sees Eddie in the distance like, maybe he can. And she has a bit of a reputation from him. He's like, oh no. Please tell me, please don't feed me any more. Like, no, don't tell me any more like crazy myths or whatever. And sometimes she'll send him on wild goose chases just cause she likes to prank him the most. Frank would be swooning. Yep. Also saying like, hey, you're making a mess because like he broke it. Like he broke it right there on the sidewalk, and Frank like, you're making a mess and you're ruining the sidewalk. Along with swooning, maybe. And I want to be held in those strong arms. Then there's Julie. I don't think I said too much about Julie with her and Pip. I think Pip, for the most part, is fine with Julie. There's just sometimes Julie's a bit much for her. So a lot of times she'll be like, hey, let's go bother Frank. And Julie be like, oh yeah, let's go talk to Frank. And while they're hanging out with Frank, she'll like make something up to send these two on a wild goose chase that Frank wants no part of, but Julie will drag him along. And what starts off as just a wild goose chase turns into something legit for some reason. Julie keeping Pip away from messing too much with Frank. Yeah, but she's like, let's go bother Frank. It's like, yeah, but you always do something to bother Frank. But I'm like, well, it's so fun to mess with him. Talk to? No, Julie. I said bother Frank. I, for some reason, picture Pip. Pip looks at Webby and decides not to test her luck. I mean, if she's going to get hurt and she knows like something is not going to go her way or get her deeply in trouble, she'll probably avoid it. Oops. Let's see. And as for like how her and Barnaby, sometimes these two would exchange jokes, but they're the type of friends who will happily lightly jab each other, who hardcore roast each other, but they're still good friends. How tall is Pip? I don't think you told us, or don't remember. Well, I think she might be a bit shorter than Julie. I don't know. Are Frank and Julie, they're roughly the same height? Or they're relatively close in height. So she's a bit shorter than Frank. Like, if she were to stand next to Frank, the top of her ears would just meet his nose. What about her and Wally? Okay. I have a feeling if Pip meets my Welcome to See Christopher, she would try to mess with him like Frank and Julie. Definitely a possibility. For Wally, she doesn't really trick Wally much because since I think he wouldn't really pick it up all fast enough like the others can. She knows he's a bit on the slow side, not in the mean way, but like it takes him a while to like get something. So Pip is between Julie and Wally. Still shorter than 4'2". Yeah, roughly. She's definitely taller than Wally, but shorter than Frank. I think because there will be days where Pip just does not feel like doing anything, and so sometimes she'll just like chill around Wally while he does his painting. She'll just like mess with his paints while he's doing his own thing. So like while Wally will be painting on his canvas, she'll be like painting on a rock, just using her hands and just doodling whatever. Because she has those days where she just doesn't want to really talk or interact with anyone. So she'll usually just spend time with Wally, because when Wally gets into his zone of painting, it's really quiet. So she'll hang out with him and just like paint whatever is around her. That's nice for Bellflower too, since she can also nap still by Wally and Pip. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just in love with the doors right here. They're the best doors. The best doors I've drawn. The door. Gosh, all you want those doors, I know I am. Oh, I forgot to mention, I finally decided to get a desk. Nice! You are upgrading, my friend. I love the doors. Oh yeah, who else was there? There was also Howdy. Save the best guy for last. She likes getting under Howdy's skin because she purposefully waits for Howdy to toss out like. Oh, I think my mom's here. Give me a sec, guys. I figured it would help me draw more. Yeah, whatever helps you. But yeah, she likes to mess with Howdy the most, in the most nuisance way possible. Because she purposefully waits for him to like toss out the old stock because no one bought them and they're close to expiring. So as he like tosses them out, she's there to quickly nab all of them, and he's like, "Hey, wait a minute. You could have just bought these things. I was literally lowering the prices for them to sell." But she's like, "Yeah, or I could have waited longer and get them for free." And then she runs off before he can like he can say anything. Sometimes he shoos her off with a broom when he's expecting her to be there. He's like, "Wait a minute, I know this trick." So he grabs the broom and he just he shoos her away like a rat. these two. But yeah, like, but outside of that, sometimes when she does feel like not being a nuisance, why do you think Hattie has a do you think Hattie has a real cash register? And if so, think he just stores leaves or snacks and where the money would go? Maybe, because before his sign was literally 100% off. All he was asking for is a good joke. So I guess he wouldn't really have a cash register, and if he did, it was just a place to store snacks for himself. But now, his sign says 90%. So I don't know if he's gonna start charging people some stuff or not. I've been in a funk since end of last year's, especially after something that happened. Oh, well, I hope you overcome your funk though. Yeah, because nobody has legit money where we've seen. Yeah, no one has legit money, so it's hard to say. But I do think he would just for like aesthetics reasons, but honestly there is no cash to be found in those cash registers. Guess just more jokes or joys of the economy. Joys of the economy. Whoop, wrong button. Yeah. Smirking Pip and these wonderful doors. They are beautiful. That picture of Pip whenever she steals from Howdy. Yep. But alright, so I gotta label this one. What's happening now? Oh, we're finally getting through the Looky-Loo book. So, I drew some very wonderful doors. They're the best doors I've ever drawn, so I was just appreciating these doors. Pip and her beautiful smug face. Because she's a little gremlin in that she loves annoying people. Peek anyways, hi. Hi, Songale. Getting my peoples mixed up. Hi, Lunar. You're not Songale. I'll hail the door. Doors, smug Pip are the best I've ever seen all day. Praise the door it went. Lunar, I thought you were I thought you were someone else. I said the wrong name. You are Lunar. I'm losing my mind, apparently. Home is getting to me. And Frank. Also, I showed my art. I showed my art for my animation friend, Toon Punch. Welcome home. His favorite character is Frank because he likes how cylinder shaped he is. He likes geometrical shapes. No, Pegasus. I'm sorry, but home is getting to me. I can't tell who's who anymore. Frank, which kingdom are you in? And yeah. He likes Frank. He did a quick little doodle of Frank too. Sadly, I don't have a picture of it, so. We have to save you. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Anywhere near any black gooey stuff. I'll try. Oops. And I like this expression when Frankie's just like, I don't trust you. You're always feeding me BS. And she's like, yeah, I know. Yeah. She's like, maybe, but you can't stop me. Wait. Oh no, I'm forgetting what Frank's suit looks like. Give me a sec. Frank. Okay. Save. Oh, that's what I forgot to draw. I forgot to give him his circles. Quick. Oh, quick about Webby. She is about Webby is her curse here and there, but if mad, she'll swear like a sailor. Oh, his Pikachu cheeks. Yeah, I forgot his Pikachu cheeks. That are usually right around here. Yeah, there we go. There it's more like him and his silly expressions. But I have a very cute little story I want to write. I mean, alongside with her, Pip being like able to travel between worlds by dream hopping. What was it called? It was a weird phenomenon. People on TikTok were calling it. What was it called? Astral project? Astral project. That's what I was trying to say. These two actually do come around and become pretty decent friends throughout this actual story. Where Frank's like, if this place makes you happy, save yourself, honestly. Frank is like, honestly, if this place is good and you're happy there, save yourself while you can. So they went from this to, yeah. I ate spaghetti and garlic bread. Nice. My favorite type of spaghetti is spaghetti with meat sauce. But yeah, their friendship comes a long way. I love Frank's hand in that pose. This hand is junk. And pose. Just give him an actual hand, like Where are your fingers, bro? And more of oops. What was that? My dog is attempting to attack me earlier. Why is that? Yeah, are you okay? Access Queen, James, throne and whatever is your okay, wait, not like that. He was sitting on me 3 seconds until he decided to jump on me playfully. Okay. Yeah, because unless it's like an ill-trained dog, most dogs don't just attack out of nowhere. So I was kind of wondering, like, what? Oh yeah, and I have some like voice claims for Pip. For one, if she were to be, if she wanted to just think of her as more feminine, I imagine this is what her voice would sound like. What was that show called? What was it? Oh, Big Bang Theory. I'd imagine this is what her female voice would sound like.
If you love binge watching
Oh,
and you
not
hate
this.
being interrupted by ads, you need Pi. It's
Not
a free
this.
browser extension that
Not the
blocks
Pi
ads on
ad.
your favorite sites.
Get out of here.
Can I get your opinion on something that happened at work today?
Of course.
Sure. Well, I did something that will either make me look like a lovable goof or a horrible monster damned to spend eternity in hell.
Oh, I'm sure it's lovable.
I'm gonna go with monster. What do you got?
Oh, there's this lady in our office who's
Renetta,
retiring,
yeah,
and they
her.
were passing around one of those big cards for us to sign.
Okay.
But no one told me she was in a horrible car accident over the weekend, and what I was signing was not a retirement card, but was actually a get well card.
Oh, I'm liking my odds here.
On the card, in the hospital, next to the woman who's clinging to life, are the words, "Hey, Vivian, you deserve this." And at least with you gone, no one will steal my yogurt out of the fridge. LOL smiley face.
Oh my god.
P.S. Good luck wherever you wind up.
Oh. Why didn't I put money on this? Hey, that's my agent. If I got the part, it's still the second best thing I've heard all day. Hello?
Yeah. That's how I imagined her feminine voice would be. But when I was thinking, like, what would this person's male voice be? I just want it to be so drastically out of nowhere, like, and just like not what you expect. So I went with this voice. Um, I imagine it to be like this really deep, sultry voice, if I can find it.
By gollikins.
Do you mind if I sit down?
No.
Sorry, please don't misunderstand. I'm just being friendly.
You're a long way from home. What brings you here?
Oh, I'm waiting to meet an old friend. What about you, young lady?
I'm waiting to babysit two adorable kids. They live just over there.
Oh, you read them fairy stories.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually imagine the voice more like this. I mean, there's some voices where he sounds very sultry. Like around here, I think.
Very good, very good.
Nope.
Queen.
At least 10,000 girls replied and begged to be the royal bride. However, in the end, he chose a lady called Miss Macklehose, who brought a mirror framed in brass.
Good morning.
A magic, talking, looking glass. Ask it something day or night, it always got the answer right.
Wait, isn't this the one where one wolf from one of the fairy tales movie? Yeah, it's called Revolting Rhymes. And it's the wolf telling his version of the fairy tales.
Scrambled eggs and rice.
Oh, adorable.
Now, every day, week in, week out, the spoilt and stupid queen would shout,
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all?
The mirror answered every time.
Oh, Madame.
The queen repeated her absurd routine. Then suddenly, one awful day...
Yeah, but that's how I imagine the more masculine voice would sound. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. It was pretty good and a bit funny. It was. Knockout choices. But I'm pretty sure if, like, not helium, but there is a type of gas that people can inhale that will lower their voice. So I think if like Pip took some of that gas intentionally, she could lower her voice to sound like that. Yeah, I don't remember its name. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but there is like a gas. It's like something like helium, but it doesn't make your voice higher. It makes the voice lower. Yeah, check out these two. Miss Magnus. Oh. Goober vibes. Alright. So, we're actually breaking into 3 hours, so... I didn't even realize. So... Thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you all again soon when I'm not super busy with school, which It should be soon because summer break is coming right around the corner. So, I hope you all stick around for me to finish this lookbook, and hopefully that one other project I said I would do. Wait, sorry I have to go. Bye!